assurance consultancy services, all focused on helping individuals and organizations achieve true excellence in quality. Our services are built around three major areas. First, professional training services, which provide which include both live classes and self-paced video courses. Second, testing services, where we help companies identify bugs, improve performance, and deliver better software products. And third, quality assurance consultancy, where we partner with organizations to strengthen their QA processes and ensure consistent, high quality delivery. But beyond being a consultancy firm, SK Marshall is a community, a place for learning, mentorship, and professional growth. Okay. At the heart of everything we do lies a clear vision. I trust we are all still here.
Yes,
Yes, we
so
are.
yes.
Great, thank you. So, at the heart of everything we do lies a clear vision, which is to become a trusted name in software testing consultancy, setting the benchmark for quality assurance and empowering professionals across Africa. Our mission is to provide expert QA services, professional training, and consultancy that empower individuals and organizations with knowledge, skill, and confidence. And our culture is shaped by four simple but powerful core values. One, quality delivery, because excellence is our standard. Two, trust, because we build long term relationships through reliability. Three, intentionality, because growth doesn't happen by chance. And four, customer empathy, because understanding people is the key to great service. These values guide every training, project, and interaction we have with our community. Now, one of the ways we live out our mission is through sessions like this webinar, for instance. So our webinars are designed to educate, inspire, and equip professionals, especially fresh graduates, corp members, job seekers, and those transitioning into QA roles with the tools and mindsets needed to thrive. This month's topic, um, the quality assurance mindset for career success. I would have actually asked us actually what this theme for the webinar is, but then I already said it. Well, moving on, because in the world of QA, success isn't just about technical tools or frameworks. It's about how, sorry about that. Okay. It's about how we think. Um, please just hold on. Apologies for that, please. So, before we move to the main session for tonight, I would love to mention one of our key initiatives, the SK Marshall program. The SK Marshall program. So, this program was created to give fresh graduates, corp members, and job seekers a real opportunity to learn industry standard QA practices, even when they may not be able to afford the training. Yes, that's what we do. So, through this initiative, we've seen people who started from zero background in tech grow into confident testers and even team leads. It's more than just a scholarship. It's a launchpad for transformation. And the goal is very simple, which is to raise a generation of highly skilled confident, and globally relevant QA professionals across Africa. Now, to the highlights of the evening, our guest speaker. We are privileged to have with us Mr. Timitope Odemo, the QA team lead at Africa Prudential. I expect we're already clapping. Yes, thank you. Mr. Temitope is a seasoned IT professional with a vast experience in software quality assurance, software testing, DevSecOps, web application security, cloud technology, system administration, and network management. He also serves as one of the leaders of the OWASP Foundation Lagos chapter, a global community that promotes software security through open source initiative and education. His deep experience across multiple tech domains combined with his passion for quality and innovation makes him one of the most respected voices in the QA and software engineering space. In today's session, you'll be walking us through key points such as why mindset matters in QA, the difference between skill set and mindset, the myth that QA is just about finding bugs, and seeing QA as a value enabler rather than a blocker, building ownership, curiosity, and attention to detail. And of course, how developing the right mindsets can transform your QA career and leadership journey. So, personally, I believe this session will open your eyes to a deeper perspective, one that can shape not just your career journey, but your approach to excellence in any career path. So I encourage everyone to stay focused and take notes as much as possible. Yes, that's very important. So once again, on behalf of the SQ Marshall Consult, I welcome you all to this insightful session. And now, it's my pleasure to officially hand over to our distinguished guest speaker, Mr. Temitope Odemo, as he takes us deeper into the theme, the quality assurance mindset for career success. Mr. Temitope, over to you, sir.
Um, Thank you very much, Abimbola. I hope everyone can hear me. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, sir, we can.
We can,
We
sir.
can.
Fantastic.
We can.
Yes. Thank you very much, Abimbola, for that
Yes, I hear you, sir.
introduction. And I want to use this medium to also thank everyone. Uh, Despite the fact that some of us went to working place to different offices this today, we still have the time to come for a webinar like this. So it's truly something that I should give kudos to every one of us on the call on this session this evening. So thank you very much for coming, and thank you very much for SK Masha for putting things like this together, just to help people who really want to move into this particular uh, segment of career. So I want to thank SK Marshall for that. Kudos to you guys for doing this. So let me just share. Okay, so let me share my screen. Oh, okay. Sorry, can I screen? Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we can.
So, who is Temitope Demo? I'm a loving husband and father, having a humble background. I'm always curious to learn new things. Yes, everyone should be curious to learn new things. It's always very good. It's very useful learning new things. Um, I'm an IT infrastructure engineer. That has been my background. I've worked so many years as a system admin person. IT consulting is also what I do. Technical writer. I've written some technical uh, articles online. Then I currently also work as SQA engineer, software quality assurance. Then I'm presently one of the Lagos chapter leader for WASP. About we want to talk about quality assurance, the mindset for career success. Yes, might very uh is a very big one. What exactly is mindset? What exactly is quality itself before we even move into the mindset? Quality is not an act but a habit. That's what Aristotle says. Yes, we call ourselves quality assurance. The quality there, is it just about action or habit? Which one are we to choose? Aristotle is here telling us that quality is not an act, but it should be a habit for every one of us. If you call yourself QA today, quality should be a habit for you. It Quality doesn't come from just a single action or something that you just do once and for all. It is it shouldn't be something that people will keep reminding you to do. It's not something that you do occasionally. It's not something that Mr. Tokpe, you've not done this, you've not checked this, you've not do that. No, it shouldn't be like that. But when quality now becomes a habit, it defines who we are. Yes, it will define who we are and how we approach every given task. Whether the task is small, whether the task is huge, it will define who we are. So, a tester that sees quality as a habit does not just run test cases. It's not just about test cases. You create test cases. Okay, I've done this. I've checked this. I've checked that. No, the person needs to think about quality. The person needs to plan for quality, and not just that. You also need to build the processes that ensures quality at every stage. So, and how do you do this? You need to do this in such a way that it's going to reflect on how you communicate, the way you communicate to the stakeholders, the way you communicate to your team members. It needs to show in it, and you also need to question requirements. There's some requirements that they'll just give it to you. Question it. Ask questions. Hmm? Then collaborate very well with your developers. You are not supposed to fight with your developers. They are not there to fight. So now why mindset matters in QA? Why does it matter? Today we have skill sets. Yes, everybody try as much as possible to build skill set, which is very, very necessary. People are now moving into AI, machine learning, different things. You know, there are different skill set that we can build. Now, skill set versus mindset. Tools and techniques, they matter a lot. Yes, nobody will say tools does not make you to be efficient. Nobody is saying techniques does not make someone to be effective. But we should all know that attitude is the overall. Your mindset towards work should be the overall of it all. Even though you have the skill set, you have everything that you need. You know how to use automation tools very well. You can do this, you can do that. But what about your mindset? What about your attitude towards work? So there's this myth that which people usually believe that QA is just about finding bugs. There is more to that. There's more to QA finding bugs. It's not only bugs that we find. Yes, we ensure that the product that is under test, we ensure that there is excellence for that particular product at the end of the day. People should do thumbs up for our products. There should be a user satisfaction. You are not supposed to be testing a product, and at the end of the day, what will happen? Customer will start saying one or two things about that particular application, particular product. They should be able to say thumbs up to you. That's where you'll be happy. So it's not just about that you're finding bugs. You need to ensure that there's product excellence, there's user satisfaction. So now a mindset should be able to drive impact. So what do I mean? A proactive QA mindset usually helps identify risk very early. And when you identify risk, when you are proactive as a QA, you'll be able to save the organization, save them cost. And at the end of the day, aside from saving them costs, you will improve the quality outcomes by the time the product is finally churned out. You improve the quality outcomes. So mindset should drive impact. You should have that mindset that you have to be proactive. You have to identify risk as early as possible. You should not just fold your hands, be watching, this thing, they will do it, they will do it. Let's just relax. No, you should have that mindset that this thing needs to be fixed immediately. The risk should be fixed. As you are doing that, you are indirectly saving the organization costs. Something that at the end of the day, they'll be spending huge money to fix. But here we are, the devs, they are removing that issues as very early as possible. So it's just like there's what we call shift left in security. In security, shift left that the if you remove security risk very early during software development life cycle, by the time that uh, application is deployed to production, you will not be spending huge money to remove that security issue because you've already attended to it. That's shift left. The issue has been resolved at the earlier stage of the software development lifecycle, not that you are now shifting it towards the deployment end when everybody is ready to move to production. So um, that kind of mindset, we should also have it when we are working as a QA. So Having the right mindset separates a great QA professionals from average ones. Yes, when you have a very good mindset, you will see it. You'll be different from others. Even the other people will call themselves QA, but when the kind of mindset you have, you know, is going to differentiate you. No how. So it will shift the focus from just executing test cases to understanding the bigger picture. And what's the bigger picture? User experience. Yes, that's just it. Is the business, is the users, the clients that detect things. It is the feedback they give that will show that you have really done well. So, but if you don't have the right mindset from beginning, your users will really give a horrible feedback, negative feedback, which you will not like. Just look at how do you feel when users give negative reviews on an application? Hello, can you still hear me? I just want to know. People are still
Yes, you
following.
can see it and clear.
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you very much. Because I'm having my network is not that good in this area, so I want to confirm I'm still
We are
online.
still hearing you,
Okay,
sir.
thank you very much. Yeah. So just imagine people giving negative. Let's for instance on Play Store, there's reviews that people usually give. People start giving reviews on your application, negative reviews. The reviews, the rating start dropping. How will you feel? You will not be happy at all. So, mindset towards your product, hmm, mindset, a positive one for that matter. You can have, it's possible you have a negative mindset and positive mindset. So, what we are talking about here is a positive one. We are not talking about a negative mindset. A positive mindset towards work, towards your QA functions. That's what we are talking about. So, a QA is someone that is create value. You're a value enabler. Yes, the company you are working for, they want you to create value for them. That's why they want to pay you. When they are doing interview, they will ask you, what do you want to bring to the table? What do you want to add to the organization? You start saying this, you start saying that. So they want you to create value. You should not be a blocker. you know, in your team, in your production team, product development team, you are not supposed to be a blocker. You collaborate with your other team members. All of you create value. The organization as a whole will benefit from it. So we should always be a value enabler, not a blocker. Then when you have a quality assurance mindset, positive mindset, you you will always believe that quality should begins from requirement gathering. Yes, requirement gathering, not after coding, not after what's it called? The there's a build, there's a test build. It's not after that. It's before then. During the requirement gathering, you should be present. Ask questions so that by the time they put 1+1, it becomes 2. Hmm? It's not when they've gone ahead to do several things, that's when you are not coming in. No, you should have that mindset to join requirement gathering sessions. Yes, you may say that it's going to take much of your time. Well, it will take your time, but it's always good to join those sessions. You ask questions. What they don't need to add, they shouldn't add it, and what they need to add, they should add it. So you should try as much as possible to be part of it. Then um You should have the mindset of taking ownership. Yes, ownership. Some people will say, I beg, is it not just the salary? Let me just collect the salary and go. No. Take ownership of the product you are testing. Take it as your own. How will you feel by the time you start your own company? You have QA working for you as well, and they don't take ownership of your product. How will you feel? So it's very good for us to take ownership. I have that positive mindset to take ownership of the product, the application we are testing. Please, it is very, very necessary. Treat the product as your own. Hmm? When you treat it as your own, you will be confident anywhere. You can speak about it because it is your own. Hmm? You know, when you do another person's thing, when you do it very well, people will do your own thing well as well. So that's just the rule. So another thing that we also want to take to heart, being having a positive mindset, is curiosity and critical thinking. So what does that involve? It means, why is this like this? You ask questions. You know, ask questions. Nobody will arrest you. Nobody will arrest you. Ask questions. Why do you want it like this? Why do you want it like that? When you ask questions, everybody will be fine. Things will go in order. Because by the time you ask questions, they may have oversight of one or two things, as in some your other team members or stakeholder, they may have oversight of something. But when you ask questions, it may bring them back, you know, may bring them back so that for them to know, no, 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 this thing shouldn't be like this. This thing should be like that. So let's always do that. So a true QA mindset means you are seeing yourself as part of the product team's success. Do not isolate yourself, you know. Don't isolate yourself. We know that you are checking their work, you are checking the developers' work. You are like the auditor among them. Excuse me. You are auditing their work. Hmm? So it is, you are not just a tester there. Hmm? You are not just a tester, because if the team, if they go down, it will go down. But if they go up, everybody will be happy. Hmm? So please always see yourself as part of the product team success, not just a tester within. Hmm? Always look at that, the success after that. Okay, well, this thing we have to do it. Every one of us have to do it. You do your part, I do my part. Let's work together. Let's collaborate. Let us bring out the world best product that everybody will be happy with. So let us have that kind of mindset. Not that you are working for your salary. Yes, everybody know you are working for your salary, but have a positive mindset when you are working as a QA. So um then I said earlier that you need to questions, you need to ask questions, you need to clarify expectations. When you are doing that, you are indirectly trying to make sure that the feature you are testing delivers value. So that's why you need to do that. So QA with ownership, they have deeper questions, which will prevent issues that may arise later on. So as I said, QA needs to be proactive. QA needs to be proactive. You need to anticipate issues before they happen. Yes. You are not just sitting down there waiting for the developers to push their tickets to you, what they fix. No, you don't just, you have to be proactive. There's some things, there's some follow-ups, there's anything that you need to do as a QA. You are not just a tester. Hmm? A QA works more than just testing a product. So you have to be proactive. You need to pay attention to details. So if you have a positive mindset, then you need to pay attention to detail. Do you know that a small oversight can create a big failure in an application? You know, functionality is very critical. Mm. There's some applications functionality that you do not take lightly. There are some features that you have to test properly. So it means you need to pay attention to details that, okay, oh, this particular feature is high risk, is something that needs to be tested properly. If anything goes wrong, is a catastrophe. So pay attention to details, know what is what when you are working as a QA, have that kind of mindset. So then there should be a continuous learning for you. Have that mindset to always learn. You know, you should be curious to learn new things, as I said earlier. Stay updated with tools, what is going on in the QA environment, what is the best practices. Have that kind of mindset. Don't just keep news. Don't just isolate yourself. You know, internet is there. What are you using the internet to do? Browse things. You know, learn new things. We have a whole lot of what's it called? Uh, Classes, online lessons on QA, on several things, AI, security, anything you want to learn is just there. Is it just YouTube want to talk about? We have Udemy and some other platform that you can learn you can learn from. Then you need to collaborate. You need to collaborate. Collaboration is very, very essential when you are working as a QA. Yes. If you keep fighting, you know, we cannot stay clear from this, or we cannot hide from this. QA will always have an issue with developer. Yes, they will always have an issue. They will always not agree on one thing or the other. But that does not mean we should not collaborate. Product owners, the stakeholders on that particular product, collaborate very well with them. You know, sometimes you will say, is the business owner that will be engaging with the business. No, sometimes you can also move into that circle, into that business circle. Know what is going on there. It's not just the business owner or the business analyst. You can also get to know them, collaborate with them. You know, don't fight with your developers. Collaborate with them. Enjoy yourself. But that does not mean that you should always push bugs to production because you want to collaborate with your developers. No, please do the needful. Then um, if you have a positive mindset as a QA, you must be adaptable. Yes, embrace change. Agile environments evolve quickly. You know, there was a time that we don't have AI. Now it's AI. So you two should embrace the change. Oh, people are saying AI is taking people's work. No, AI is not actually taking people's work. But you allow AI to take your work if you yourself you don't buckle up. So that AI will make you to be more efficient and effective on your work function. You get so you should be adaptable, embrace the change. AI is there. Why can't you learn one or two things about AI, how to use AI to be efficient, using it to create test cases, that's some automation. So learn. We are not saying you should learn it so deeply. Just learn it and make yourself comfortable on the work you are doing. Let the organization, the company see that there is a difference. Yes, there's a difference in what you are doing because you've started applying new things. You have embraced change. So that is the type of mindset you should have, positive mindset. So the QA mindset thrives on initiative and precision. So being proactive means going beyond what went wrong to what could go wrong. As I said, that proactiveness is very, very essential. So a great QA professional also values teamwork, adaptability, and hunger for growth. Yes, that is what a QA should be. So now the career growth through the QA mindset. You need to transform your QA mindset into leadership. Yes. You may say, uh, everybody that is on this call today, soon you two will be leading a team. Yes. If it is one person, you're already a leader. If someone is one person is working on that, you're already a leader. So you need to have a positive mindset now as a QA so that in no distant future, you'll be able to have a very good leadership skill. Hmm? So you need to transfer your key mindset into leadership. So what about the progression parts? Being a manual tester today does not make you inferior. Aha. People will keep saying manual testing, manual testing. Who is the automation person that does not start from manual testing? Yes, you can't just jump into being an automation person without going through that. So it's not. I keep telling people that it's not all testing that you can automate. Yes, there's something that you cannot automate. Uh-huh. So you still have to conduct manual testing. So being an automation engineer does not cancel a manual tester. Yes, it does not cancel you out. Some people have decided to be a manual tester for the rest of their life. There's nothing bad in it. That's what the person have chosen, and that person becomes a leader in being a manual tester. Yes, we still have organization today that are still requesting for manual tester because they have the need for it. Everybody keeps saying, they want to move into automation. Automation is fine. Nobody's saying you should not move. Nobody's saying you should be stagnant. Yes, automation is fine. But that does not cancel out manual testing. If you want to automate anything today, you will still need to create test cases. It is why you are conducting your manual testing. You'll be able to gather your test cases out properly. So you cannot clear out manual testing. So if you are a manual tester today, kudos to you. So, but keep learning. Nobody says you should not become automation engineer. Yeah, you can become an automation engineer. So that's fine. So professional, build your professional visibility. Very, very essential. If you want to have a positive mindset as a QA, don't hide yourself, as I said. Don't isolate yourself. Yes, build your professional visibility. Let people know you. Hmm? If you're a manual tester, let them know you as a manual tester. If you have to mention, let them know you. What you can do, let them know. Don't hide yourself. Contribute on LinkedIn. You know, we have communities of QA, software tester. Join as many communities that you can join. You know, pass comments. Try as much as possible to attend events. There's this event that Nigeria Software Testing Qualifying Board just did. So, which I also attended. I was invited. So, events like this, you can attend it. We have several tech events that you can attend. Software testing events, you can attend them. Some may not be physical, some may be online. So, you can attend, you know. So, join QA communities. We have, excuse me, we have several QA communities online. So, join them. We have security community, web security community like OWASP. You can join them. These are ways that you can create your professional visibility. You know, you need to earn the trust of others and influence through consistency and taking ownership. So that is the little I would like to tell you guys this evening. The QA mindset doesn't just help you find defects, it builds your career. Hmm? It's not just about finding defect as a QA. That mindset, that positive mindset I'm talking about, it help build your career, you know. So employers always trust QA professionals who think like leaders. Don't say I'm still learning. You are on the road to be a leader. Yes, you're on the road to be a leader. Hmm? So by networking and continuously learning, you are going to evolve. You are going to evolve from just being a tester to an influencer, someone that can influence in the community. So we need to have a positive mindset, everyone. Um, think like Aristotle. Quality is not an act, but a habit you need to cultivate. Don't just say, I want to work for my salary. Work for your salary, have a positive mindset, build a very solid career, let people know you, build your visibility by joining different communities. One of them is this SK Masha. Being part of this community will help each and every one of you to build a very solid career. You can as well have a mentor, you know, have one or two or three mentors in this field. They will be able to help you out, ask questions, and be humble, you know, be humble. You are going to get to that level that you do not even expect in life. As I personally, I'm still learning. I'm not there yet. So I'm very humble. I learn. I don't how will I put it? I don't I don't know the word I'm going to use now. So I am someone that even a small child, I can learn from a small child. So don't say yeah no who is this person? You just need to be humble. For you to have to climb that career to have that career goal again, you need to be humble. So that goal that you want to reach, nobody is going to stop you from getting there. So, but the only thing that will stop you from getting there is when you have a negative mindset. So, cultivate a positive mindset today, mm, and you will have yeah ahead of you. So, this is where I'm going to stop tonight. I wasn't feeling fine since morning, so I just say let me try as much as possible to speak. I didn't work today at all, but I will at least still create time to speak. So you can I'm on LinkedIn. So let's connect. Let's connect. Then if you have I have a website have a website that QA can you can come and write articles. You can write articles and drop it there to let people learn from what you can do. You can write articles. Then you're also free to join the OWASP Lagos chapter. This is the WhatsApp WhatsApp link. So that is it. Um, what's the name again? You can take it off from there.
Thank you so much, Mr. Temitope, for that inspiring and knowledge-filled session. Thank you so much, and I pray you quick recovery, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for your time. And a big
Yeah,
thank
thank you
you
very
to
much.
everyone. Yes, sir. And a big thank you to everyone who joined us this evening. Thank you very much for, yes, I can see everyone that so far has been dropping emojis, and thank you very much for your energy. It really made this webinar special. And on behalf of SK Marshall Consorts, we appreciate you for taking time to learn and grow with us. We hope that today's session has given you new perspective and practical insights to apply in our QA journey. Yes. Um, I don't know if Mr. Success would like to say something, our host for the webinar, before we round up today.
Um, Arivela, thank you for that. Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining today's section. Mr. Timotopodemo, thank you very much for taking time out to be with us here today. Honestly, when you first told me you are being disposed, um, I was beginning to think of what will become of this session tonight. But thank you for making time out to show up and deliver such an inspiring session for everyone. I believe everyone here have learned one or two things. I will not take this webinar tonight for granted, especially. And once the recording is out, I believe majority of us will go back to rewatch the webinar. Thank you very much for joining us. Now, everyone that joined the call, thank you and keep learning every day, keep growing as a QA profession, as a QA engineer, QA software tester, as a QA professional. Thank you very much. So, if you have a question, you might want to ask your question now. And yes, Mr. Temitope, you the slide, I mean the your LinkedIn profile, the website, and every other thing you want to share, you can also share with us so we can share with the community at large. Um, Thank you very much. I will over to you.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir, Mr. Success. Don't forget to stay connected with us through our websites and social platforms for upcoming trainings, opportunities, and more webinars like this. I trust we all enjoyed today's session.
Yes.
Great, great, great. So,
Quite en-
once
quite
again,
enjoyed.
thank you. Once again, my name is Elizabeth, representing the program department at SK Marshall Consorts. Thank you all for being part of this amazing session, and have a wonderful evening ahead.
Thank you so much.
Hold on. It seems someone is raising hands. Probably there's a question.
Okay.
Ismail.
Yeah, hi. Hi, good evening, Elizabeth. Thank you so much, Mr. Tomitope. So, Elizabeth, I just want to ask, it's first of all, I would like to appreciate Mr. Tomitope for the insightful session we just had. Thank you so much. I really appreciate this. But further down the line, beyond this introductory session, if I may use that word, is there any sort of like a proper cohort? Because during the opening session, Elizabeth mentioned that there is a room for people who maybe NYC graduate or just fresh graduate who wants to go into QA proper, or perhaps folks who wants to change who wants to switch careers and just trying to link you from concept. So I believe there maybe if there is a cohort, a proper cohort that we could learn beyond what we are having now. Is there something like that that the students should have?
Yes, there is. Mr. Success.
Okay, I honestly thought you would just go ahead. All right. Yeah, it's Mahio. So we do have a scholarship program that we do for fresh graduates, core members, people trying to switch into tech and all of that. So we do have a scholarship program we do. It's always a 6 week scholarship program. And currently we are on the second cohort at the moment. And that cohort is going to start on November 1st. That's next week, Saturday. This set of people have gone through application process, assessment, and every other process is involved. So they are just practically waiting for the commencement date. So if anyone wants to join, it's already too late but we are going to make announcement when we are starting the next cohort. So yes, there is. I hope that answers your question. Of course, you may want to visit our website, skmashar.com.ng, and to browse the scholarship session, the scholarship program section on the webpage. So get to see more there. I hope that answers your question, Ismail.
Yeah, it does. Thank you. Yeah.
Maybe Basi.
Um, so starting point, please can you confirm you can hear me?
Yes, you can.
Right. So what are your points for a good mentioned being able to take it, right? And we know there's this sort of, I won't call it a talk with but with the issues with developers feeling like um QAs are just there to build profits and cost them a lot of conflicts. And then there are also times when in the development team we will maybe being loggerheads with PMs, where um I'm trying to rephrase the question. Um, how do you think a QA as a QA it can push through those hindrances to actually show the organization that yeah, I this to lead and lead rightly. Um, where you take it to things where major decisions are often made in terms of the product and QA needs to be involved for something to happen. How do you what are the actions that you take that force
Sorry, I don't know whether it's from my hand. I'm actually struggling to hear me, Ribasi. Is that the same for anyone
It's
else?
the same for me too.
Yeah, I
The
could
same thing
barely
here.
hear anything.
out? Okay. Okay, I wish this came earlier though. How about now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I think it's a lot better now.
Okay. But did you get most of the question?
There is a noise coming back from as a feedback from your side that is actually.
Hearing it. So, all right. I think I will just. Is there a platform where I can just
Yeah,
ask this
you are
question?
clear very well now. You are very much clear right now.
Okay. Okay. All right. But did we get any part of the question, or do I have to just go through it again from the beginning?
I think it will be better to go through it instead of
All right.
repeating.
So speaking on the point of QA taking um ownership and leadership in particular, um we know that there's this sort of um thi- lo- there can be a sort of loggerhead between QA and developers, and then also QAs and PM may not see eye to eye on a particular issues. Take for example, QA brings up, oh, I foresee there be probable issues in a particular feature, and then we're like, okay, no, because we want to roll out fast. We don't see that. We don't expect the users to use the features in that particular manner. So now when your prescriptions for certain issues or forecasting of certain issues happening are constantly watered down, how then do you suggest the QA can actually force conversations on leadership in such scenarios? Or is it something that you just think of somewhere else to like start preparing your mind to just leave that organization? Or is there a way we can force such conversations in a setting like that? Hello?
Okay. Yeah, we can hear you. That's a very good question. I think Mr. I'm seeing someone on the call. Akimbola Odedoyin is on this call. He's a senior QA engineer. Will probably want to answer your question. Uh, Mr. Akimbola, can you hear me? Good evening. Okay.
Yes, good
Okay.
evening.
Yeah, good evening. So Mary Bassi has a question. I don't know whether you're probably listening to her.
Please, can you summarize the question again?
Oh, Mary,
If
is there
you
a way
can
you can?
ask it or let me summarize it, please. I'll be not too sure I had everything she said.
Mary, can you summarize your questions again? Just go
Okay,
straight.
okay, all right. So in summary, QA is expected to take leadership, to grow into leadership positions, right? And in a situation where you are at an organization where they don't really value QA, the only time QA's feedback are valued are strictly limited to, okay, testing issues, testing where I just test bugs, um, push this ticket fast, fast. Yeah, let's move to production. In such an environment, how do you force? My question here is, how do you force the discussion of leadership, being involved in certain meetings or certain rooms where major decisions are required, especially at the requirement stage. Because I don't know if it's the same for where we work. For some of us, there are situations where QA comes in um, after the discovery stage. After it's just to come and test the app, and by that time, I think it's already late to see any effective work. So yeah, that's the question.
Okay, thank you very much. So I'm going to start with, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so that's fine. Let me start with yes, there are some organizations that they they do not how will I put this now? QA is just click this button and get us our results, right? So that is some organization are still relegating QA to that, right? So for going to your question on how you want to make yourself known or be at the helm of leadership, making your voice to be heard, one thing I need to say is that it's not a day's job, right? So it's a consistent thing that you must adhere to, or you must bring to the table, continuously bringing it to the table, right? So what do I mean? You are a QA, and you have your job role, you have job functions, right? What exactly are you adding to what you are being given to test? Apart from the functional requirements that is in your FRD or BRD or user story that's been added over to you, what other things are you bringing to the table concerning that application you had been asked to test, right? For this first application, oh, you've tested the functional requirements, you've tested your negative and what have you. So do you bring some other scenarios that you think will make that work, more acceptable outside there, right? Maybe the UI UX, maybe some other things that can enhance that application, not necessarily stated on that your document, right? So, and also, if you allow if you allow these things to go, are you able to analyze the risk? Are you able to explain what the organization stand to risk if this is being allowed to pass through QA to production? You know, if you are bringing all this to fore every now and then consistently, they will know that, oh, this person has something to offer. Let's listen to him. And also, apart from that, is there a policy also in place that states, okay, before you start any project or at the ideation stage, QA, are they required to be in your requirements gathering? You know, there is waterfall model, there is agile methodology, right? In the agile methodology, all of you are supposed to be in the same space and be doing the thing at the same time. As you're getting your requirement document, you're analyzing it together, and the dev is developing, you are testing, there is a dev test, there is a shift left testing. Everything is going on simultaneously. You are giving your feedback and what have you, right? So if agile methodology is being used at the organization in which you find yourself, definitely you will be engaged as early as the ideation stage or when a project is about to start, right? So going to the other side of if it's waterfall. So waterfall is, waterfall as it sees, development must have finished or the requirements gathering must have finished. In fact, they might even be doing the requirement gathering without the IT, as it were, knowledge. And they just want, like, okay, we are done and we need this product. And that's when the IT, the dev, the project managers and the QA, that's when they are they are being bring forward into this projects, as it were. So that's waterfall. If you now want to change the narration, right, you now need to, okay, can't we do this, can't we adopt this agile methodology in which all of us, the product owner, the people doing the business analyst, everybody that is involved in this project, we should be in the same room, brainstorming, gathering everything together so that you can voice out what is testable according to QA language, right? You know there are some things the product owner just, if you allow the product owner, they do not want to do anything. They just want everything to just do and automate. So there are some things that, okay, do we have data to actually test this? Is this testable as in a real life scenario, in our environments, in our staging environments, in a real life scenario? Is it testable? Those are the things you bring forward, and your consistency in bringing ideas, quality ideas that will enhance your project, that will enhance the application you are testing. We make people to know that, no, this person has something to say. This QA team has something to say. I think if you are having the next meeting, the next project, you need to bring this person on board so that we can hear him and know what he has before we venture into this project. I think I've answered I don't know. Have I answered your question to some reasonable extent?
It's more than to a reasonable extent. Thank you very much, Mr. Kimbola. I'm grateful.
You're welcome.
Okay, so once again, thank you all for being part of this amazing session. We'll be rounding up here. Do have a lovely evening ahead.
Thank you everyone for joining and
Thank you.
everyone that have contributed. Thank you as well. Yeah, have a great evening.
Thank you, SQA Macha. Very grateful.
Thank you very much. I'm grateful.